Hello and welcome to our latest Flipped Classroom video. I am here to talk to you about page 73 in your textbook and page 74. We're going to start on page 73. We've been working really hard in class on area and perimeter. So we're going to do that more with triangles and parallelograms. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do all of figure A. So you can see here I've got my figure A triangle. All right. Then I just cut and pasted figure A and figure A. The top line is for the perimeter. Again, perimeter is all the way around the shape, all the way around for perimeter, and area is how much space that shape takes up. So let's go ahead and find our perimeter first. Perimeter is adding up the outside, so this is 10, that's 20, and 9, 29. Now, we measured these in straight lines all the way around, so it's just centimeters. 29 centimeters. Next up is area. Area, we have to take 1/2 base times height. My base is 10. My height is following the perpendicular line, 8 centimeters. 10 times 8, my base is 10, times my height, which is 8. 8 times 10 gives me 80. And now I have to take half of 80. Half of 80 would be 40 centimeters. And it would be square centimeters because we're talking about how many squares this takes up. And if we were to count all the squares, it'd be 40 centimeters squared. Perfect. On to figure B. Figure B, look at this. We got a big obtuse angle here. All right. Perimeter, we don't really care about angles or anything like that. All we have to do is add up all 3 sides for our perimeter. So 2 and 4, that makes a 6 coming all the way around, and adding another 6, that gives us 12 centimeters around that triangle. 12 centimeters is our perimeter. Next we have to find the area. Again, area of a triangle. 1/2 base times height. Here it's a little tricky with this base and height, but 2 would be my base. I'm going to switch colors here. 2 is my base. It's 2 centimeters long. Remember, we just extend this line out so we can measure perpendicular or straight to the tallest point, the highest point of that triangle. It's 3 centimeters up. So 2 times 3, base of 2, times 3 of height. Multiply that times 1/2. 2 times 3 gives me 6. 1/2 times 6, or 6 divided by 2. Remember, 1/2 times 6 and 6 divided by 2 is the same thing. That's going to give me 3 centimeters squared. Remember, you also could write 3 square centimeters. At the end of the video, you'll see me doing that just because I typed it out, and it's a little easier to type this than it is to make that little 2 up there. Both are correct. Figure C, another triangle. This time we have not an equilateral. We got a scalene. No, not a scalene. We got a isosceles, 2 equal sides, 5 and 5, and then one side not the same, and it would be an acute triangle with all little angles in there. But we don't really care about that. It's just good to know. We want the perimeter. Perimeter's easy. 5, 10, 16 centimeters around that triangle. Then our area, 1/2 base times height. Area, half our base times our height. Base of 6. Height of, is it 5? No, that would be measuring it crooked. We want to go straight up perpendicular to our base. 4 is our number. 6 times 4, and we'll take half of that. 6 times 4 is 24. 1/2 of 24, or 24 divided by 2, would give me 12 centimeters squared for that acute triangle. Already working our way down the page now. We're on figure D. And we have to find, again, the perimeter and then the area. Perimeter of this one, well, a little more difficult this time. We have some missing pieces, but I know opposites. So if this line here is 4 centimeters, I know that it is opposite with this one, and this one here is also 4. Now, the reason that has to be 4 is because it's a parallelogram. And when it's a parallelogram, this side is parallel to this side. All right, so they have to be the same distance apart, always the same distance apart. That's the definition of parallel. I know that if this side here is 6 centimeters, this side here is 6 centimeters. Do we care about our height when we're finding our perimeter? No, we do not need to worry about the 5 centimeter height because we are doing the perimeter, which goes around 4, 6, 10, 14, 20 centimeters is our perimeter. Now I'm going to erase some of that stuff just because I now care about my height as I'm doing area. For the area, I do care about my height. Area is 1/2 base times height to find the area of a triangle. So now I care about my base and I care about my height. But wait a minute, we're not using a triangle this time. We are using two triangles together, so we don't need to do 1/2 base times height. We're just doing base times height. Remember, this would be 1/2 base times height for that triangle, but we now have two of those triangles there, so we can just do base times height. It's hard to see here, but there's a 5 underneath there for our height, and our base was 4. 4 times 5 will give me the area of 20 centimeters squared. 20 square centimeters, figure D. Figure E, now we have a little skinny parallelogram, but the essential pieces are still parallel. This side is still parallel here, so that is opposite. That's 4 centimeters. This is opposite from here to here, 7 centimeters. Alrighty. 7 plus 4 is 11, so these two make an 11. These two make an 11. That's going to give me 22 centimeters around that figure. Area. I'm going to go ahead and erase again, just make it a little cleaner to see here. We didn't care about our height last time, but this time we do. This time we're not worried about this side. That side has no value to us. We'll eliminate it. We do care about our 3. We do care about our base of 7. Area of a parallelogram is base times height. 7 times 3 gives me 21. Let's go square centimeters this time. Or you could do cm2. Either way will work for me. Figure F. Figure F, perimeter. This time I'm going to try to do it with just doing half. 8 and 6 is half of that parallelogram. 8 and 6 together make a 14. So this half of this parallelogram is 14. If that's half of a parallelogram, this half of the parallelogram is also 14. That means I have 14 for one and 14 for the other, or 28 centimeters around the parallelogram. Figure F, area. Let's go ahead again and erase some of my scratches there. Get that out of there for you. We no longer care about the side. We care about our height and our base. It's all about the base and the height. 8 times 4 is 32. So 32 centimeters squared is our area of figure F, the parallelogram. Parallelograms, base times height. Triangles, 1/2 base times height. Alrighty, please turn in your book to page 74. Now we're going to do 2 more, 13 and 14, then I'm going to cut you loose a little bit here. So pay close attention. We need to do our perimeter and area. Perimeter, adding up the sides. Area, parallelogram, base times height. Area of our parallelogram, base times height. Perimeter would be side plus side plus side plus side. Add up the 4 sides. Really, I could say the perimeter equals 2 bases plus 2 sides because we have 1 base here. That's 9. The opposite is 9. 2 times 9. Then I have 2 sides, 7. So 2 times 7. Getting real mathy here. 9 times 2 is 18. Plus 2 times 7 is 14. 18 plus 14 gives me 32 centimeters as my perimeter. Now, could I have gone 9 plus 7 plus 9 plus 7? Sure, that would have got me to 32 as well. Otherwise, you could have done this formula, filling everything in. Area, base times height. Let's go red, base of 9, height of 6. 6 times 9 gives me an area of 54 centimeters squared, or square centimeters, either way works for me. 14, triangle. Perimeter. Ooh, perimeter of triangle is 3 times the sides. 3 times the side if they're equilateral. In this case, they're not 3 times the side, so I really shouldn't have said that. Ignore what I just said. Let's go side plus side plus side. 5 plus 5 is 10, plus 6 gives me 16 centimeters all the way around. Area of a triangle equals 1/2 base times height. Our base is 6. Our perpendicular height here is 4. 6 times 4 gives me a value of 24, but I need to take away half of that. So 24 divided by 2 is 12, or 1/2 times 24 is 12 centimeters squared. Very good. Alrighty, what I'm going to do now is give you an opportunity to work on problems 15, 16, 17, and 18 on your own. Go ahead with the perimeter all the way around. Alright, area for a parallelogram equals base times height. Area of a triangle equals 1/2 base times height. Go ahead and try those out on your own, 15, 16, 17, and 18. Pause the video right now. Try these on your own. Afterwards, we'll go through and check your answers, but please pause the video now and try these 4 on your own. Alrighty, I am back. You have pressed play again. Great work. What we'll do is we'll now jump to the next slide that has all the answers built in. You'll notice that I did 24 square centimeters. You could have done 24 centimeters squared. That would have been fine either way to write it, but when you type it, it's a little easier that way on good old Mr. Raske here. So check those out, 15, 16, 17, and 18. See how you did. Hopefully you did very, very well. What I'd like you to do is somewhere on your paper, make 2 exclamation points and then turn it into a smiley face. And that tells me you watched this video in entirety. That is our secret code for the day. Thank you for watching, and nice job with area and perimeter.